Hey, it's the next one.
And we're back
We are back.
with a vengeance.
Yep.
Yet again.
Yes. All of these things are true. But yeah, so you went to the ocean yesterday.
Yeah.
It's funny because both of my brothers went on super long drives because my older brother messaged me and they went up to Forks for my niece's 16th birthday.
Oh.
Because apparently she's really into Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's weird that younger kids are into it. Because I'm like, that when we were 16, Twilight was
That
like
was the big,
hottest,
most popular thing, yeah. Yeah, it's a generational thing. Every young girl loves the Twilight vampires
That's fair.
in their own right.
Like, he's like, we're going up to Forks. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, that's a drive. It's 4 hours.
Oh, that is a drive.
I'm like, Ocean Shores is what, 2?
Yeah, on a good day. It was good though, is because I think it's supposed to just start getting colder and colder now. So it was the last day of summer, pretty much. So we could actually enjoy being over by the ocean. It was a good time though. There's something just calming about listening to the waves rolling in, and
It's funny talking about end of summer and the ocean. 'Cause at the time of this release, it's probably sometime in late December, if not, or late November, if not December.
no, guaranteed. Oh,
Jill, you're alive. I was worried because I thought you were...
Start talking.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me.
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun.
okay.
I love Barry.
So you want me to give him his gun back?
Yeah, kinda. Do we really need the super ultimate gun? We love Barry. This is a pro Barry
fine
channel.
Take your gun back, Barry.
Thanks, Jill.
Pro Barry
He
channel.
just shoots you.
Yeah, seriously. He's like, thanks, Jill. Now goodbye.
Now you deal with that animal. I'm climbing this ladder and getting out of here.
Yep.
Don't waste your ammo. Let Barry deal with it.
I know. I'm just trying to. Yep.
And canonically, Barry's alive. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's the right decision in the end.
Yep.
There we go.
Later.
All right, there we go. All she wanted was the skull.
Yep.
That's pretty goofy.
I don't believe that thing's really dead. Leave this place up to me and go on ahead.
Okay.
I do admit though, Jill is a fucking badass. She took that fucking gun from Barry.
Hell yeah.
That was, I mean, Jill's the fucking ultimate weapon here.
Yep. And we have hindsight. We know Barry is not doing this by choice.
Yeah, yeah.
It's either Jill, a fully capable STARS member versus his family.
Yeah.
It's like, you can fend for yourself. I got to take care of them. Even though you're fucked anyway. Like,
Yeah.
Wesker is never going to help you.
No, exactly. He was evil all along.
Gonna wash you up, chew you up, spit you out.
But that, fucking, Corey Trevor, her design, there's a boss in Dark Souls 2 that has a very similar design where they have the wooden cuffs on their hands.
Yeah.
They have like the fucking mask on. Very similar in a funny way.
So I played Bloodborne first, and then I'm like, oh, let me check out Dark Souls. So I got the Dark Souls remaster, and I was playing it with Ben and our friend Dustin. And I remember we were on like mic, and I go, man, because we're about to beat it, and I was like, man, I'll probably check out Dark Souls 2. And then all together, they're like, no, no, no. And then Dustin goes, play Dark Souls 3. And then if you decide you have to have more Dark Souls and playing the other Souls games isn't going to scratch that itch, then if there's time, play Dark Souls 2. You got to want it.
Yeah, I suppose that's true, but because I mean, Dark Souls 2 is probably the one I put one of the most times into, because I originally bought the original version and then all the DLCs, and then when they did the retweaking of it, I bought the Scholar of the First Sin. I then redid that, and so that's probably the game I've played the most of, is Dark Souls 2. But I'm one of the people that's like, I like Dark Souls 2. I think Dark Souls 2 is actually a pretty good game. It's just, I can see why people don't like it, but to me,
it's just really slow paced.
It's a slower pace. It's more methodical when it comes to certain things. But
I frequently fall asleep when I watch people. I've tried to watch the Let's Play. I'm like, I don't really want to play it, but let me see what's up. I've never finished it. Never finished the Let's Play.
Always put to sleep.
Yeah. Because I've watched Fight and Cowboy do all of them. Because I have a thing with the Souls games where I watch a Let's Play of it, and then I'm playing along as I'm watching the Let's Play.
Yeah.
Because I have severe anxiety, so I need to know what's coming next. Like Ben, it's like my favorite place in Bloodborne is the haunted Forgotten Woods or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's the giant tombstones, all the snake creatures,
the adventure and the discovery. It's my least favorite part. I actually love Old Yarnum. Old Yarnum is my favorite.
The other favorite place.
Because it's more Yarnum and it rules.
Yeah, no, I'm always hopeful that maybe one day. I remember when they came out with their VR game for PlayStation 4, when From Software did their VR game. I forget the name of it, but there was some Bloodborne Easter eggs in it, and that had everybody excited, thinking maybe they were making a Bloodborne 2, and then they came out and literally said, no, that's not what those were for. That was literally just Easter eggs. I was just like, ow. That shit was very depressing.
Yeah.
But I'm always hopeful that maybe one day we will get a Bloodborne 2, because it feels like there's just so much you can do with it.
The world is rad.
It is, and it's just like I really hope one day we do. It'd be interesting, but maybe it's a thing where it's just like it's an exclusive, and From Software is it keeps working on, like From Software has gotten so big now that they don't need to do exclusives. They can kind of just make games for every platform.
I mean, they could always, Sony could always have one of like the people who remade Demon Souls remade Bloodborne.
I actually think that's what's going to end up happening. It wouldn't surprise me.
Now's the time to do it. It's the remake meta.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd play it.
I just want them, because I've tried to go back, and I do like Bloodborne still. But I have never been somebody who's been like real hardcore on the frame rates. But nope. Sorry about that, everybody.
That's all good. Ben got a call from his mom.
Yeah, when your mom calls, you pick up the phone. God damn it.
I disagree, but we have different moms.
Exactly.
Oh, man, speaking of which, so my mom texted me, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. I remember I was so exhausted at work. And she's like, hey, you should start a group chat with all my sons and their wives and start setting up a like a beach trip or whatever in the summer. And it's funny when my older brother and I all got together, we talked about that because we used to do that when we were kids. And then so I was like, hey, first of all, I'm not the person to ask. What makes you think I'm the scheduler here?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, none of us are. So she's like, you're the most responsible one. And I'm like, you're the middle child. You're always the peacekeeper. Okay. So, but I go, one, I don't think I have all their phone numbers. I talk to everybody through like Facebook Messenger. And I'm like, and two, our older brother is like trying to get like his living situation figured out. He's got a bunch of shit on his plate. So like trying to plan a vacation a year from now, this isn't the time.
Yeah.
So I sent her that. And then when I was scrolling through Facebook, there's this page that just shares like old like spooky Halloween commercials over the years, and there was one of them from like 1987. It was for Freddy's Nightmares, which is the horrible horror anthology, but it's hosted by Freddy Krueger.
Oh, yep.
Like you can't even find it. Like it was never put on like DVD or Blu-ray. Like there are bootlegs of it out there from people who ripped VHS tapes. But my mom's like had mentioned to me once that was like her favorite one of those. And so it was a commercial for that. So I sent her a link to it. So I was like, hey.
Yeah.
She responds to me, not to my message, because now a couple of weeks have gone by. Not to what I had said before, or not to what I had just sent her, but what I had said to her before. And she's like, I don't have that many years left. And I'm like,
that's sad.
well, it's funny because my gut response, like reaction was, well, not with that attitude.
Yeah.
You know? I just didn't reply. I was like, what?
Oh,
I'm trying to
no.
share this funny Facebook thing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, don't you fucking guilt trip me. No, I was immediately offended. Don't you fucking guilt trip me. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine. I could die.
Yeah. We could all.
We could all die. All right. Be cool.
I actually have something to tell you. I'm dying, and I've only got 60 years. 60 years left to live.
Man, you're going to make it into the 90s?
I doubt it. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
My goal is 83. I went from being convinced I'd die before I was 30, and I'm like, well, now I'm 30. What's the plan? I'm like, well,
I got a lot of
our
these.
generation isn't going to get to retire, so I'm like, I'll probably work till I'm 70 unless AI takes all of our jobs. And
Well, maybe not in our. Well, maybe. I've always thought about that. I'm actually generally convinced that maybe by the end of our lives we'll see fully automated society, and it'll just be crazy.
I hope to work myself into some sort of middle management position, and it, like more so than just being a standard people manager, like something in the corporate ladder where I'll be able to oversee the implementation of AI and then like basically be like the last people to skate around until they realize we really don't need you. But by that point, I'll be like, all right, well, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. Well, honestly, man,
Trying
we'll
to
see
work
what
myself in a
happens.
position where I can just juke the system a little bit.
Yeah. I am.
But also, I feel
Put
like
myself in a corner here.
early 80s, if you work hard enough, you can still be mobile and shit. But like once you get into the mid 80s, it's when you're like, he won't take me. The Lord won't take me. I beg every day.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, this part is full of zombos. I guess. Oh. I got a lot of these, so it should be okay.
Yeah, there's been a handful of celebrity deaths. I mean, there always is, but we lost Bob Barker just recently at the time of recording this, and Jimmy Buffett.
Really?
Yeah. Bob Barker made it to 99. I saw the best comment when I saw that on Facebook. The top comment was 99. He got as close as he could without going over $1. Absolute legend. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
That rules. That should be his obituary.
I just don't see. I mean, getting past 100, because it's like to a certain point you just become like, you know, I just feel like it'd be hard to live at that point because your body's so broken down by that point.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're just like jacked on fucking TRT and if you're just like full testosterone replacement, all the therapies and treatments, and you're 90, 100 years old with the body of a 60-year-old, like those.
Jeez.
Every time I see a fit older guy, I'm always like, hell yeah, dude.
That guy's got the knowledge.
I'm like, yeah, I want to be that dude who's just like, wait, you're going hiking? And I'm 66. I'm like, yeah, dog.
Yeah, some people just have those good genes.
I don't. I got garbage Irish genes, but I did the thing. I lost all the weight before 30. I eat relatively healthy. I haven't worked out in like 2 weeks, but I've been playing Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
So I've been doing mental workouts.
Yep. Hey, I mean, you could burn just as much calories, or at least I've heard it before, that it's like with chess players and stuff, you're burning just as much calories when you're doing that shit.
Well, it was weird because like I haven't like played video games or anything. It's just been like work. And then so I started playing Magic Online again. And I've been playing bad, but I've been able to recognize that I'm playing bad. But like my first day of doing that, I legit had a headache the next day.
Oh yeah.
But it like got the wheels turning in my like problem solving. Because I was explaining it to Hannah and I'm like, so for those of you who don't know, I at one point in my life, I would say I was a semi-professional Magic the Gathering player and content creator.
Yeah, you're pretty damn good at the game from what I remember.
When I lived in Boise, I was basically the sole employee of a Magic the Gathering card shop, and we were a competitive tournament shop. And so all I did was sort cards, and then we had one tournament organizer and judge who would run events, and then I would play in them. So, and if anybody came in and they were by themselves, I would just play Magic with them. I was playing Magic Online a lot. I traveled to events. I wrote for one website dedicated, which was our shop's website. And then I was a featured writer for roguedeckbuilder.com back when he was a thing. My article's still up. I still find it to grab my old about the author tag from that to show people. Yeah, I was on a team. I traveled to events. I did the thing. For any competitive Magic players out there, no, I don't have any crazy finishes. My problem is I was such a Johnny. There's 3 types of Magic players. This is some inside baseball.
Oh.
There's Timmys, Johnnies, and Spikes. Timmys want to cast the biggest green creature. Like whatever the biggest creature is, they just want to cast it. Johnnies are usually like they're brewing, they're looking for combos. They're like the deck builders of it.
Yeah.
And then there's Spikes, who the only joy they derive from the game is from winning. So they don't care about brewing. They don't even care what the name of the card is or what the art on it is. They care about winning. So those are the people who, what's the best deck? I'm just playing the best deck. So I wanted to win, but I had this problem where I would only ever play tier 2 decks. Like, if there's a clear best deck, I'm not playing that. I'm playing whatever my favorite deck is that's in the meta game. But like, so I would just get really good at tier 2 decks, and that was always my problem. I was clearly I had the best results when I just played whatever the best deck was.
Yeah.
But it was rare that I would do that. So that was my problem. So that's why I never had any crazy top finishes. I top 8'd stuff a lot. I used to say I was always a bridesmaid, never a bride, because I would lose in like the first round of top 8 pretty frequently. I would never finish. But even that's like its own reward. But anyway, so I started playing again, and so I was telling Hannah, I'm like, well, Magic the Gathering is a mix between chess and poker.
Yeah, a little bit. You gotta have a bit of a poker face when you play it, that's for sure.
Dude, like your face can tell a lot, and sometimes you'd fake it. It's called Hollywooding, where you would you're like, oh, this hand is insane, but you would sit there, like when you're deciding mulligans, you would sit there and go, like, hem and haw, like,
yeah.
and you just sit there for way longer than normal. Like some guys would tell you, when you get your opening hand, you need to like sit there with it, even if it's like, oh, this is the best opener I can have. You need to wait 30 to 60 seconds before you do anything. Like you need, and you need to be consistent. Like it's a practice to be like, I'm always the same, whether my hand is great or it's dog shit. I always react the same and wait. That's in paper Magic. Or there was another one. There's a player called Tom Ross who is known for playing aggro decks. And he was like, whether I had, like, he's like, no matter what, when it went to attacking, he's like, I would count to 6 and then I would declare attackers every single turn, regardless of what was in my hand. So, because there's cards that they're like, okay, if they have this, I'm fucked. He's like, I would always play as if I had it.
So
He's like, so you could never know.
Game.
Yeah, you could never know if he had it or not. So he could force you to play around shit that wasn't there.
Huh.
Researcher's letter. June 8th, 1998. My dearest Ada. By the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came back today, and as I suspected, came back positive.
Uh-oh.
I feel like I'm teetering on the edge of reason, just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have to become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I've set up the terminal in the small security room so that you can log into the system using my name and your name as the password. You will need another password to release the lock of the door in the basement, level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I've coded that password into an x-ray picture, a rotegogram. I know you, and I'm sure you will be able to get it out without any trouble. There is just one more thing, and it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state, but if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John.
Okay, so we have to remember Ada and John.
Yeah, is that Ada Wong?
Maybe. It might be, actually. But Ada and John we have to remember those for the password.
Yep.
And then
you got to get the picture.
Yeah, then the picture is right there. John
Ada.
John Ada.
But yeah, with Magic, it's crazy. Like, because you have to not only know your deck, you have to know your opponent's deck, and you have to know based off of how many cards are in their hand, what mana they have available, what plays they've made earlier in the game indicate what.
Yeah.
Like watching Magic, you'll go, oh, they attacked with that thing that they normally, like in this spot, they shouldn't have attacked with. That tells me they have this either in their hand or it's in their deck and they're hoping to draw towards it. Like, it's that deep.
Yeah,
so it really got the critical thinking wheels turning.
I was always just an amateur when it came to Magic. I just had fun playing the game. I didn't really I wasn't great at beating anybody, but I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah, that's why when I play against people, I'm like, yeah, I'm down to play. I'm like, just like when I play against Jesse, I'm like, just give me a deck. Like I'm too deep for so just give me a deck. I'll just play with it. I don't even need to know what's in it.
Yeah.
It's actually better if I don't know.
Alex Brett, Gail, Holland. Yeah, take that one because I'm pretty sure.
But it's a trip playing online, especially over a holiday weekend. It's like every try hard is on. And I'm like, I'm not playing the best deck. I'm playing a fun deck. And so I'm like, oh, well, fuck it. I'm just going to play. Magic Online's expensive.
Yeah.
Because just to play in a league, it's 10 tickets, which is $10.
Jeez.
And then you have to go 3-2 to make your money back. And I went 2-3. And then I went fucking 1-4. And I was like, oh, right. It's Friday night, holiday weekend. And everybody with their fucking tier 1 decks are all playing. I was like, I'll wait and play again on random Tuesday morning again.
Not what I want. Ooh. Okay. Let's see here. Well, no, to use the electronic door, place the initials in alphabetical order. Initials. So A, B, C, D. Have E, F.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything's in order. So place the initials in alphabetical order. What does that mean?
Yeah, you have them.
I know, but on the Alex Bichette. I'm trying to. What does it correlate to this though? Lungs, esophagus, stomach, liver, large intestine, small intestine, colon.
Oh, is it putting the not their names, but in alphabetical order of the organs that it's showing?
Maybe, but I can only have I can only remove 2 of these. So I can remove this one and then this one. But I don't know if it's relating to the actual names or if it's relating to what it would be.
Pretty sure it's relating to the organs. That would be the more interesting.
Yeah. Well, here, wait. Let's do this. Which press it? Okay, there we go. Part of it is glowing red. That's what I needed. Okay. Okay. This is what we needed. So,
Want me to take a picture of the master one, or you got it?
so part of it's glowing red. So yeah.
Alex Beckett's colon. Okay.
Okay.
So it should be colon, esophagus,
So yeah, so it's colon, so it's C,
esophagus.
so CE,
Yep. And that's liver,
liver, CEL,
lungs.
so C, a cell, CELL.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so that's all we needed to know.
Leave the red light room.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne. You gotta leave that red light on.
Roxanne. Locked. Then if I remember, this is where you rescue... Chris is down here.
Yeah.
We have to save him. We're definitely going to do that. We're going to save Chris before we get out of here. I'm just trying to remember what exactly.
I mean, that's canonically accurate. So.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Just like we let Barry live, we'll save Chris.
Yeah.
And go. So if I remember correctly, we're about to fight a boss.
Tyrant.
Yeah. So I want to make sure I have my stuff with me when we do so.
Tyrannosaurus asshole.
Is that guy, the guy who left that message, is he the tyrant?
Maybe.
That's what I was kind of thinking. He said, I don't want you seeing me in this state.
I mean, the Doctor and RE2 also became tyrants.
These doctors always turning themselves into monsters.
Well, I mean, either you turn yourself into a big unstoppable monster, or Umbrella turns you into a little bitch monster.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I need the disc, though.
Eh.
I have 2 of them. Pretty sure I need both. I don't know at what point.
Yeah.
Mo disc, mo problems.
I mean, they've always said that.
But I guess I'll worry about carrying this and this.
You got 3 clips.
Yeah. And then I'll just carry the shotgun. I'll leave the pistol here for now. So I don't...
Big guns only.
Big guns. Dang, look how many of these knives I have. I got fucking
Damn,
6
son.
of them.
Strapped.
Mm-hmm. Watch out.
What? Yeah, it's funny because I was so burned out this week.
Yeah.
Like literally dying. So like so many times I just stood there and in my head I'm thinking, you ever just feel like you're dying? Because that's just how I felt. Like there's points where I'm like going to break, and I just went and sat on the floor.
You're just like, oh, I'm done.
Like fucking it. And I'm like, I'm not even in the shit. So for my agents, they're incredible. I don't think any of them watch this, and they definitely shouldn't. Although they know about it because I like share the graphics I make and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm proud of them. Anyway, but if you are watching this, you're fucking incredible. You know who you are. 10 out of 10. I couldn't ask for.
Would give you a raise if I could.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm fighting to make everybody 410s right now. That's at the time of recording. I mean,
You're still fighting for that.
no, I mean, because it actually makes sense. Like after I was playing Magic and I got my brain all right, I was like, how do I solve this problem? And actually 410s does. So hopefully I get to hook everybody up with that. We'll see. VACT. Researchers note. There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body.
Hey.
The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them VACs. VACs.
This sounds stupid.
Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we have decided to call it its kind the Crimson Heads.
Ooh.
The dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left here. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. Oh yeah,
Then we already killed
the
that.
Crimson Head, yeah.
Motherfuckers. Can't
Oh, you
contain it, my ass.
motherfuckers.
I contained it with my guns.
Yeah, but I was worried because I'm like, if it doesn't chill out, I'm gonna be too brain dead for this Let's Play. But then Friday was cool because I that's honestly probably why I was so busy. It was a holiday weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly.
So people just getting everything done beforehand. So Monday hopefully is pretty chill because it's a holiday.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too, to be honest. I'm not looking forward to work tomorrow just because I'm feeling kind of burnt out, but whatever. It is what it is.
I got this weekend, next weekend, and the weekend after I'm in. What's today? Today the 3rd. Where's the calendar?
Oh. So the login is Josh, and then the password is Ada.
John.
Oh, John.
Yeah, not this weekend, but the following. I'm in Portland for that Game Grumps Live.
Weekend after this?
Not this next weekend, the weekend after.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Portland. John Ada. Hey, passwords need to be at least 10 characters.
Fuck you. We've already established Umbrella doesn't give a fuck. They're
That's
like,
true.
oh, you want your password to be 3?
You'll be dead soon. It's irrelevant.
Yep.
OS Ropples.
I really like this old computer sounds and stuff they're doing here.
Yeah.
Okay, so basement, 2nd floor. Password would be
Sell. LL.
like, which one's L?
Ben can't fucking read. They look like two clowns.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, permission granted, unlocked.
And I don't know how long the first part of this video was, but at the end of this sequence, we'll wrap this episode up.
All right. And then
I don't know if we got the password for B3.
accessing.
Unlocked. All right. And we'll wrap this episode here, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
All right. Bye.
Bye.